afternoon baseball on the show as you get a look there inside Rogers Center in Toronto. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Detroit Tigers and the Toronto Blue Jays. We've got baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Julian Merriweather gets the ball for the Blue Jays in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last three starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
Leading off the afternoon.
Striding in is Victor Reyes, and as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Therefore, it is Springer, and he's got it for the first out. So a moment now to take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Detroit Tigers. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Well, Matty, if I could tell this lineup one thing, it would be let's get on this guy early. Day game in this ballpark, the sun starts glaring, starts getting later in the day, those shadows start creeping in right around the time that bullpen starts getting warmed up. Gotta find a way to scratch a few across early.
And Dan, Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to clean up their recent trend right now, they're going to have to find a way for it to start on the mound. They can't go out like last game and allow a bunch of runs and not play sound defense behind them. Both those things are going to have to change if this team's going to get it going in the right direction.
And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, Dero, this is a pitcher's best friend. Matthew Ross, very wide strike zone.
Yeah, no excuses from the offense today. You know coming in, when you see the lineup card and Matt Ross is behind the dish, you better be aggressive.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
I like how he worked him backwards for that strike out there. He wasn't showing the fastball early in the at-bat, but then went back-to-back once he had the hitter down in the count.
Into the box now, Willie Castro. As he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. Gurriel gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. Down in order go the Tigers. It's the Tigers nothing. Blue Jays coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Matthew Boyd gets the ball for the Tigers in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at Matt Boyd. And, you know, one of the keys for Matt Boyd when he's good, he has that slider, and that's his binky. That's his bread and butter. He needs to have that to be successful. He struggles at times, giving up multiple hits in innings. One of the keys, establish the strike zone early to give him a chance to use that good, hard slider.
And now the first pitch. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here, no balls and a strike. So, fellas, these Tigers, as they begin play here today, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they started yesterday off on the right foot. If they can put together 2 games in a row, a lot of positive vibes start happening. You never know. This could be a jump start to big things.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Here comes the 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Mazara's under it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting second.
With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing, and that's moving the ball over the fence. This is a station-to-station team. Not a lot of speed in this lineup, but they don't need much speed when they're moving traffic to both gaps.
Kevin Biggio stepping up now, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. 268 the average for him coming in. 5 homers, 27 driven in. The 1-0 is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. Too tight with that one. 3-0. George Springer waits on deck. 1 out, nobody on. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
George Springer the next to hit as we run you the numbers to see the splits between July and August. First pitch on its way as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. Biggio leads off first with 1 away. And he lays off for ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Here's the 1-1 delivery, and this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Second inning coming up from Toronto with no score. And here's Renato Nunez.
Leading off for the Tigers, the first baseman, number 55, Renato Nunez.
And the pitch. The windup and the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Just got the corner that time with a fastball, strike 2.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
And he fouls this one off. Here's another 2-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Oh, this one bounces off the pitcher. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Digging in, the switch hitter, Jeimer Candelario. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Count now, a ball and a strike. And there's ball 2 now. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Inside with the fastball, and he works the base on balls.
Batting 6, the catcher, number 40, Wilson.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. He's set and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. One and 2 to the Tigers catcher.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
The 1-2. Just hung in there on that one. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full, 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count, you send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Gurriel gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. Tigers leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Last half of the 2nd set to go, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Lourdes Gurriel.
Lourdes Gurriel.
Now here's the pitch. Yes, he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lofted in the air out to right field. Mazara's under it. 1 away.
Batting 5th, the first.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Detroit Tigers. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Rowdy Tellez the next to bat, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Inside, ball one.
As a veteran out on the mound, that's a pitch that you expect to get a call on. Got to believe he keeps pounding that spot until he builds a rapport with the umpire.
Fouled off. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. Yanked hard, but foul to the right. Now another 2-2.
We got 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Here's Randall Grichuk. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He comes in, still down on the interstate at 199. 9 homers, 27 driven in. A ball and a strike.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Bottom of the second here with no score. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
Here now the 2-2. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks at bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
Now to the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night. Has a look, now the pitch. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And he takes strike 2.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Just a touch outside, 1-2.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, he's been laboring a bit through these first 2 innings of work. That's 37 pitches, and ideally, he'd be closer to 27 instead.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Grichuk, the runner at first with 2 gone. And he misses again, ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
So now here is Alejandro Kirk looking to put them ahead early with this at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and this is going to get down. It's a foul ball.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
2 down, runners at first and second. Again, another foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Ready with the 1-2. Swing and a miss got him reaching. Ramos has got it, and that ends the inning. Couple of walks in the inning, but nothing on the scoreboard. More of the show, Saturday Baseball, after this.
Yeah, who that in the whip? Yeah, you know it's me. You can't stop my shine. I'm just doing.
And now here is Robbie Grossman, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
Robbie.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Gurriel is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first out.
Batting 9th, the second baseman, Nico Goodrum.
Next for the Tigers, Nico Goodrum, as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
Been a struggle for him hitting from this side. And as a switch hitter, you really hope for some more consistency from both sides of the plate. But that just hasn't been the case for him batting lefty against these good right-handers.
Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. Goodness, 0-2 now.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout knowing you have this guy way off balance.
Breaking ball called just a bit low.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the 3rd.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
At the plate, Victor Reyes. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He flied out leading off the ball game. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Trying to bunt his way aboard, but he can't connect, and it's 1-1. One and two as the changeup had him out in front there.
Classic case of the front shoulder flying open on that off speed. Needs to stay compact and stay in the big part of the field.
Third inning, no score to this point. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him. And it's fouled away. The 2-2. Locks him up for strike three. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. Home half of the third coming up. No score. So to get his day started at the plate, Danny Jansen comes in hitting just a hair below 300 this season.
Number 9.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
0-1.
The windup and the 0-1. Fouled away. Blue Jays shortstop with a 1-2 count.
Man, the pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
Here comes the 1-2. Is looked at for ball number 2. To the left side, but it's well foul. Ready with another 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Here's Joe Panik. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. From the belt, the pitch. To second for 1. On to first, and as Ernie may have said, it's 2 for the price of 1 for the Tigers. 2 away.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
To the plate now, Cavan Biggio. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. His guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Popped up, Candelario might try to make a play on it, and that's going to land foul.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
The 1-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder on the run. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. All set for the start of the inning, and digging in is the rookie designated hitter, Brock Detheridge.
The old adage, pitching and defense have been stellar so far. They've certainly kept both offenses in check.
As he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. The 1-1.
I don't know if that was a great take or he got fooled. He's certainly trying to play it off like he knew what was coming. You could bet he'd be on alert for that curveball again.
Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. The 3-2 one more time. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
In now, Willie Castro. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. Tigers shortstop with a ball and 2 strikes.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Hey, listen, D-Row, they're not going to complain at all. A base hit is a base hit, even though that's an infield single. And hopefully that's a good sign that things are about to turn for them in this one.
Yeah, there hasn't been a fight at the bat rack, per se, Dan, in this one. I don't care what knock. I don't care if it's a swinging bunt or a home run into the streets. This could get the offense going.
So now to the plate, Renato Nunez. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
Now the 2-0.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Castro, base runner at first with 1 out. 3-1. And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
So runners at first and second here with 1 away. And into bat next, it'll be Jeimer Candelario. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. And he fouls this one off. No runs, just one hit, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. And he lays off a pitch down and away. Ball two.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Now the 2-1 pitch is looked at for ball three.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. He takes strike three called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
Big strikeout for the second out there, but he's not out of it yet. We'll see if he can feed off that K, wiggle out of the jam, and keep this game tied.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Springer coming on. He can't get there as it falls in. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, a big game yesterday from these guys, DeRosa. It takes them a little while to get through on the score column, but finally they get through in the middle part of this game.
Yeah, Dan, yesterday it was a fight to get to the bat rack. Everybody was squaring balls up left and right. Today, not the same. Pitcher's been executing, but they were able to dial it in. Hopefully that's the breakthrough.
Into the box, Nomar Mazara, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Oh and 1 count, the pitch. And that misses 1-1. Hard ground ball to third. Scooped up, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. Tigers get one here on 2 hits in the inning. Here's George Springer. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
The center fielder, George Springer.
First offering on its way.
Yep, that ball went out.
Now the 1-0 is a fastball that misses. Two-0 count, the pitch. Hammered the other way to deep right field. That's in there, and the Jays look to have extra bases on their first hit of the game. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. So quickly into scoring position here following the opposite field double. And as we check out the ranking on the team leaderboard, you can see that that gives him an even 20 now on the campaign. Into the box now, Lourdes Gurriel. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 24 home runs for him on the season as Toronto has taken a 2-1 lead.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number one, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Stepping in now, Rowdy Tellez. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Fouled off. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. So with one away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the two starters here in the fourth inning. And whoa, look at that for a top speed. 98 miles an hour. That man is flat dealing. So one out and nobody aboard. And the big right-handed bat of Randall Grichuk saunters into the batter's box next. Now here's the first offering. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Center fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Now to the plate, here is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Worked a walk in his first plate appearance. Here's the pitch.
Ball one.
From an offensive standpoint, this is where you got to push the throttle right here. You've had a couple hits in the inning. You got a 1-0 count leverage. Let's see if he can gap something.
Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down and the inning will continue. And this will bang up against the wall. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Hey, after that hit right there, DeRosa, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
The batter will be Alejandro Kirk. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Line hard toward right center. That's in there. Base hit. And that's going to plate the runner from second as this is now a 3-1 ball game.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
Up next is Danny Jansen, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He drew a base on balls his first time up. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
Ball. Get down. 1-1.
And it's fouled away. 3 runs already home here. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. He played 4 full. The Jays are out in front, 3-1. Back now here at Rogers Center, and here's Heidi.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Tigers manager to discuss his thoughts on Detroit's offense. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Tyler Chatwood, the 5'11" right-handed reliever, enters to take over on the mound now. Now into the box, Robbie Grossman. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Yanked on the ground down the line. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, second baseman, Nico Goodrum.
Next to hit, Nico Goodrum, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Three to 1 our score as we play inning number 5. And ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. Now the pitch. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
Hey, if this guy's able to execute that two-seamer down and away consistently, he's going to get a lot of swing and misses. He's going to get a lot of weak contact. He might even get a few knots on some people's shins.
The count now at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Now the payoff pitch home. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Up next for the Tigers, the center fielder.
So back to the top of the Detroit lineup, digging in, Victor Reyes. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
And that's the second out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Standing in now, Brock Detheridge, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. That's by him for strike 1.
He struggled quite a bit at the plate in this one, so until he shows he can put a good swing on the ball, I don't think they're going to give him anything straight that he can handle.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Count is 1-2 now. Comes set. Now the pitch.
Ball 2. 2-2 now.
Popped him up. Tellez has a play, And he makes the catch to retire the side. So they pick up no runs on no hits, no errors, and one man left on base. Last half of the fifth coming up. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Tigers 1. Striding forward now is the DH, Joe Panik. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
First pitch of the AB now.
Ball.
Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. A high fastball is in there. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike two anyway. And he popped him up. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. He'll try again, 1-2. Oh, he squares up the slider that time, and it's into left center for a base hit.
Boy, that's something you see often in batting practice. Guys using the whole field there, D-Row. I like to see that, a lefty that's just not always pull happy.
100%, Dan. The pitchers have gotten so much nastier in today's game that if you're not willing to play with the entire field, you're going to struggle.
At the plate now, Cavan Biggio fouled away. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
1-1, here it comes. And there he goes towards second. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Pause, now the pitch. Hit in the air out to center field. Reyes will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
The center fielder, number 4, Joe Springer.
One out, runner at first, and former World Series MVP George Springer bats next. From the stretch, he'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. Set to deliver the 0-1. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
Woo! That was ugly. Howdy, if you're waving at me.
Hit hard but foul. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hit back up the middle. He's got it. One there. Relay to first in time. And just like that, the side is retired. Down in order go the Blue Jays. And it's still 3-1. Top half of the sixth about to get started. And coming forward now is the shortstop, Willie Castro. First pitch of the AB on its way. Looked like that one tied him up a bit. A swing and a miss. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Now the 1-1 pitch. try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. But a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Into the windup and the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to short. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play.
Man, that's surprising, Dan. This guy's flailing at stuff in the dirt and above his head to get to 2 strikes, and then he lays him a cookie.
Boy, you would think after throwing 2 pitches out of the zone that he would triple up and throw a third one, either up, down, or in and out, but that one right in the middle of the strike zone.
At the plate, Renato Nunez. And he puts it on the ground to second. There's one. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
Up next for the Tigers, the third baseman, Jeimer Candelario.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and into bat next, it'll be Jeimer Candelario. From the belt, the pitch, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. The 1-1. And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Up next for the Tigers, the catcher, Wilson Ramos.
Stepping in next, Wilson Ramos. He was a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around. He's set. Here it comes. Too low, 1-0. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. And this one's in the dirt. And the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. From the stretch.
Nope, upstairs.
Right on the inside, Black taken for a called strike. The 3-1. Softly hit toward the hole. Fielded cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 left for Detroit, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Kyle Funkhauser is on his way into the ball game now as he'll be making his 50th appearance of the year. So here's the cleanup hitter, Lourdes Gurriel. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th.
Lourdes Gurriel.
First offering on its way. And that's in there for strike 1.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in an 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the break. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Into right field. That's a base hit. So that's a pair of hits for him now this afternoon as he lines that one sharply into right. And as we called on the team leaderboard, you can see that he currently paces the Blue Jays in that category. In now, Rowdy Tellez, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And a changeup that just about got away from him there as that ran in a bit too far. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way.
Oh my! It's gone! Santa Maria!
It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 15 for him thus far as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Pitcher making a move his feet right there. Probably upset him a little bit. He dug right back in, didn't lose his toe hold, and absolutely clobbered that pitch.
Randall Grichuk at the plate now.
15. Randall.
A ball and no strikes. Flew out last time up. The 1-0 home. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
Just off the end of the bat, it's a foul ball, and he'll stick around. Now another 1-2. 5 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Drilled down the line, and that's through for a hit.
Well, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
So now to the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swinging a ball pulled hard down the line in left. And this will bang up against the wall. The relay, but he is in there. But baseball is a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
Yeah, and you've got to ride these streaks as long as you possibly can, and he's doing that coming in right here. Came into this game on fire with the stick, and he's doing that here.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. Into the box, Alejandro Kirk, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 1-0 home, and he goes and chops this one out towards second. Scooped up, throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. Brings home the run with a ground ball, but also moves the other guy over to third base. Good job of keeping it simple there.
Rony Garcia is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season. Danny Jansen will be his first assignment, and he's got a tough spot here with the runner at third and only 1 gone. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
He'll take that first pitch strike all day long. If they're going to take 0-0, he's going to pound that zone and get ahead. Much more susceptible down 0-1 than 1-0.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
Sliders, strike 3 called, and that's a pitcher's pitch right there. 2 gone.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Into the box now, Joe Panik, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Left side, but well foul. The 1-1. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Well, that run won't be charged against him, but he's still disappointed. His job is to shut the door down when they call on him, and he just couldn't get it done there.
To the plate now, Cavan Biggio, as he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. In there, a base hit.
The center fielder, number 4, Joel Springer.
Stepping in now, George Springer. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Oh, in trouble lurking now. He's got it to 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Lifted down the line in left. Four runs here in this half inning. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. We're through 6 full. The Blue Jays on top, 7-1. New inning set to get underway, and next it'll be the outfielder, Nomar Mazara.
Right fielder, number 15, Nomar Mazara.
Now here's the first offering, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Every hitting coach in the league will tell you it only takes one swing of the bat to get out of a slump, and maybe that's what we're seeing right here. He's been struggling, no doubt about it, but he's able to lace this thing off the wall, and he's standing at second with some newfound confidence.
Here's Robbie Grossman as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0. Mazara leads off second with nobody out. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2.
Four-seam heater right down the middle. I would have thought he popped a clutch on that pitch.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Two pitch is fouled away. Has a look, now the pitch. Fastball laid off well below the knees.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as the offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Bounce to first. He's got it. And he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
Standing in now, Nico Goodrum, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And he's in safely to third, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
Yeah, it might only be a drop in the ocean, but every run helps when you're down this big. That triple gets them within 5 runs, so we'll see if they can keep chipping away here.
Ryan Borucki comes on to pitch here with 1 man gone in the top of the 7th. In now, Victor Reyes, standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
1-1.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
Now the 1-1 pitch is a sinker that misses for a ball.
2 balls, 1 strike, the count.
Won't go after the 2-1 sinker, and it's 3 balls and a strike now. The 3-1. Pops this one up, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And this is going to get down. Extra bases, and they're starting to make some inroads here.
Never say never in this game, folks. It's late and the clock is ticking, but that RBI double might start making believers out of the entire dugout. We'll see if they can build on it and maybe get back into this thing.
At the plate now, Brock Detheridge. Fly ball right down the line in left. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there, and that's the second out.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Willie Castro.
Next up for Detroit, Willie Castro. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. From the belt, the pitch, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1.
Count 1-0.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Hit to third. He's right there. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Bottom of the 7th. Get up and stretch here in Toronto. It's the Blue Jays 7 and the Tigers 3. Back now here at Rogers Center, and here's Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Last half of the 7th here, and stepping in the long ball threat, Lourdes Gurriel.
Lourdes Gurriel.
First pitch on the way. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Left center, base hit.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Rowdy Tellez will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Now the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Hey, not too often we see this hitter come outside his game plan, outside the zone, but that pitch was just so tempting.
And there's ball 1. Turned on down the line. To second for 1. On to first, and that's the 4th double play they've bounced into so far today. And with it, 2 are gone.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Into the box now, Randall Grichuk. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-0 home is taken, strike 1. Now the 1-1 pitch is a fastball down below the knees. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. Ton of rotation on that ball. You could almost see the red dot from up here. Nasty depth.
A full count, 3-2 to Randall Grichuk. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. They hang on to a 7-3 lead.
Making a contribution, so that makes me the solution. I've been the problem. Now I'm part of the solution.
At the plate now is Renato Nunez. No hits to this point.
First baseman, number 55, Renato Nunez.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Ball, that's low.
Now the 1-0. Swinging a ball hit on the ground.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
The 1-2. Misses inside off the plate. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
The next batter is Jeimer Candelario, and he puts it on the ground to second. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
And now in the box, Wilson Ramos. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, that's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
The pitch. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. Two balls and no strikes to Ramos. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now. And the pitch. Line down the left field line. But this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today. Down in order go the Tigers. They're down 4. It's 7-3. Gerson Moreno is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and set to go is the third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. First pitch on its way. Moreno is a guy that you'll notice attacks hitters with a high-velocity slider. Not the old sweeper. He really fires it in there and snaps off big numbers. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. And another foul ball. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. And this is lined hard to deep left. Grossman is there, and he has it for the out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Next to bat for Toronto, Alejandro Kirk. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Nope.
Ball 2 now.
2-0.
Hit in the air out to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, number 9.
Stepping in for the Jays, Danny Jansen. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
He's staring a hat trick in the face right now after that swing. He has just got to find a way to zone up a little bit more. You cannot expect to make solid contact chasing stuff outside the zone.
Fastball well outside. 2 out, nobody on. Popped him up. Candelario has room in foul territory. He handles it easily, and the inning is over. So they breeze through this half of the inning. 9th inning coming up. The Jays lead it 7-3. A.J. Cole comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. All set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Nomar Mazara. First delivery to him. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that's in there for his strike 1-1.
Hey, be on the lookout right here. Usually when a pitcher drops in a curveball for a strike looking, now he'll try and throw it in the dirt, get you to fish a little bit. I want to see where he goes here.
Hard hit towards center. A dive, but it's off his glove. Around first, he's digging for second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
To the plate now, Robbie Grossman. Lifted in the air out to center field. Springer has a read on it. 1 out.
Up next for the Tigers, the second baseman, Nico Goodrum.
Next up is Nico Goodrum. Tripled homer run last time through, so we'll see what he's got in store here. And now the first pitch. And some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose. The 0-1.
That's a ball.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
And he fouls this one off. Mazzara, the runner at second with one away. Fouled off. Oh, and he leaves that one right over the plate as this is sent high and deep out to right center field. And it is gone, a home run. So it's a two-run shot to right center. Home run number 16 for him on the year. And that lead is trimmed to 7-5 here.
Boy, when this guy gets in a groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game, and if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out, this guy's going to do some major damage.
Kirby Yates comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
The 17th, Victor Reyes.
At the plate, Victor Reyes, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. He's got one hit in 4 at-bats. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Stepping in now, Brock Detheridge, as he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2. And it's fouled away. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
This was a fun game to watch all the way around. There was lots of action, 12 total runs scored on the board, and a pretty close finish to boot.
7-5 how today's comes to an end. Toronto took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Tyler Chatwood earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Going like it is so.